What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action spawning in the blue color, playing as Ra. His name is ChronoJJ. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Miracle. The map, the finale of this epic showdown between these two challengers, league monsters, behemoths, titans of players. Going to be concluded on the map Mirage here, ladies and gentlemen. One of the more new maps, the newly added maps. It's not that new. It's kind of getting on in its age at the moment, but the unique part of this map is definitely this fish situation over here. The ChronoJJ is going to be enjoying here with his priest empowering the dock. An interesting opener here by ChronoJJ. I think I actually quite like this idea, but instead of building a lumber camp here, which I don't think you need, you can drop the villagers onto the palm trees. There's 300 wood here for ChronoJJ, and you can utilize the pharaoh empowering the town center. The priest empowers the dock. And then you get the boosted 25 food times the 15% that the priest gives you, plus the 25% that the pharaoh gives you on your food income and the palm trees here. And you can get a super efficient, super hyper resource income playing as Ra here. Because you never, it depends on the plan. Not really, it doesn't depend on the plan. You can always build the lumber camp afterwards. You're not going to be losing any wood, and you can start getting the extra wood you need to get husbandry, pickaxe, plow, Jadoof, all that stuff. You can still get that, and it's not a problem. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here is in this map, there are currently, there's always three different options to go for on any map. There's always three main options. Obviously, little different subtleties in every single option. Option number one is you can be super aggressive militarily from the get-go. That's being aggressive, that's rushing, etc. That's option number one. Option number two is you can grab really fast second town centers, and you can then, behind that, you could decide, let's actually leave that one to number three, and I'll explain. So option number two would actually be you just tech really hard. So instead of going fast, aggression on the military, you go for fast tech. So you can option number two. Option three, which we kind of already alluded to or tried to say, but decided to say not to do that, but whatever. Number three is to grab that fast second town center and then either pick one of the other two options that you could have done before, which is build military and be aggressive, or tech. So the question on this map is, what is the best plan? Part of me believes the best plan here on this map, most of the time, is going to be some version of a one town center play. Why? Because the gold is always relatively bad on this map. So you're always going to be able to put pressure. So whether you go for a one town center fast heroic here with Ra, or with Hades over here, you go for like mass Hippocon, or something like that, I think you're going to be in for a fantastic game like that. But I think more than likely here, we're going to see players a little bit unsure of how the extra 6 fishing ships really changes the shape of the game. And they just play a standard matchup as if they've just got an extra 6 villagers to start with. So when you think about it from the perspective like percentages and stuff, if your opponent has got an extra 6 villagers, you getting an extra villager on top of every other villager and them not, it's not as big of an advantage than otherwise. Do you see what I mean? Like if you're playing a regular one town center versus two town center gameplay, the two town center will be much more effective in that situation rather than this situation. At least that's my current understanding in terms of income, resources, feeling, general ambivalence to the situation, because we're going to be seeing this town center coming up nonetheless, as we've got 7 villages on the wood, on the gold, 5 villages on the wood over here. Miracle's got himself 465 wood right now, as he's also doesn't even have the favor in to get himself a Chiron out. Do we see ChronoJJ going for the same thing? It looks like we are. So it's going to be fast 2 town centers for both players here. Wouldn't be surprised to see like a fast 3rd town center as well, as Miracle moves forward onto this location. But because he doesn't have the favor, that Chiron's going to be a little bit later than Miracle might want here. As Chrono is going for this forward town center, he might have to Shifting Sands these heroes away, and this myth unit away from this location here. Is the priest coming around, the Ajax is in, the Minotaur here will be greeted by the Pharaoh. Siamun. I did not just say that. Why is that a name? ChronoJJ's Pharaoh here will be able to do tons of damage to that Minotaur, as it does have to retreat away. Meanwhile, Chiron coming in, starting to put some good pressure over here onto ChronoJJ's priests and everything else. As the town center is slowly going up. The Ajax here does get caught out nicely, as the priest going to be retreating away. Pharaoh on the other side here, starting to get targeted down. We'll have to retreat that one away, as the Wadget going to town on the Minotaur for the time being. We do see a restoration getting dropped in to keep the Minotaur alive, as the villagers here kind of getting pulled back. One Pharaoh going down. ChronoJJ in a very tough position. Is he Shifting Sands the Chrono? This cow here was ChronoJJ's. ChronoJJ shifts the Chiron onto the cow, and the town center is going to be going up now. Deary me is all I can say. Miracle here now has 2 town centers up. He is throwing farms down. There's plenty of hunt on this map. 9 gazelle. It's a decent amount of gazelle. So we do see ChronoJJ going to be enjoying that one, as a couple of barracks are up now. You also see Persine coming through for Miracle. Personally, I don't think that Persine is actually worth rushing on this map. It's definitely something you want to grab. When you think about the boost of resources you get from Persine on this specific map, 300 resources for effectively 2 extra fishing ships worth of gather time, or worth of income. That's going to take a while for it to pay itself off. I'm pretty sure. I mean, 25 food takes 1 fishing ship how long to grab? Maybe like nearly 50 seconds, I guess, because 0.63? What is it? 0.61. Yeah, so nearly 50 seconds for 1 fishing ship to get 25 food. So 2 fishing ships is basically 50 seconds for 2 fishing ships. So 6 fishing ships would be, or so that would take 300 seconds to pay off Persine. Roughly. So it's not worth rushing on this map. Is my quick consensus of whether or not you should do something or not. Much better to just grab your 3rd town center if you want some more economy, or start thinking about getting other upgrades. Anyways, that's my story. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk and appreciating it. But yeah, that's how we go. As we see some walls coming up here for ChronoJJ, trying to block Miracle off. Miracle's put his walls up already. He hasn't quite made his way over into ChronoJJ's side. ChronoJJ also has himself Persine. As we see the wooden wall getting taken down. I really think both these players here could have very simply just gone 3 town centers here, and there would have been, given the way that each of them are playing, there would have been no threat here. Anyways, the wall over here does get shut down, as Miracle has got some pretty strong units out already with those cavalry. Miracle going to be looking to go to the next age. Probably actually not too soon. I would have assumed he would have been prioritizing that, but he's still building more units at this point, eating the cows in his main base, more farms coming up, ignoring his gazelle in the middle of the map here. ChronoJJ, on the other hand, did he get hunting dogs? No hunting dogs, but he does have shaft mine. Shaft mine is such a big upgrade for the Egyptian players. Gives like a 20% boost to mining which is not what you would assume that it would do, but it does. As Typicon searching around looking for something to take out. That's Chrono. I mean, Chrono's ready to go to the Mythic Age, but he's forgotten that he's only in the Classical Age. He gets his armory up, and he picks Sekhmet yet again. ChronoJJ, there's only one heroic age god for ChronoJJ. It's always Sekhmet. Why go anything other than Sekhmet? Now, one thing that I do think that ChronoJJ might try here, which I think is arguably a good idea, is Bone Bow Chariot Archers. Why are Bone Bow Chariot Archers better against, say, a Hades than maybe a Zeus or a Poseidon? Well, Zeus or Poseidon shouldn't make Toxotes, whereas a Hades most of the time will be. And you can utilize the extra 4 range from the Bone Bow to stay clearly out of range by far of the Toxotes and snipe them from safe distance, getting extra DPS off. Not sure what there's got. Ghost Rider in the chat here asking shortcut all resources. It's right here, my friend. All there. The siege upgrades also nullify Hades' bonus. I wouldn't say it nullifies Hades' bonus, but it definitely helps with taking down the Hades buildings. Definitely. Also, ChronoJJ control and just go mass slingers here if he feels like it. Not that it's a good idea, but he could. Apollo now coming through for Miracle as well. We do see some markets getting thrown up in this corner of the map. The ultimate best place to put your market is actually in your opponent's corner of the map. If you can somehow manage to control that, you are going to be laughing, but otherwise not possible. We see a Monument to the Soldiers coming up for ChronoJJ. As the Migdal Stronghold going to be coming through as well. There's Crenellations coming in for Chrono as well as Husbandry. Both players kind of just setting up for the moment. Miracle has got to be thinking to himself here, look, if ChronoJJ wants to just sit back and boom and not touch me and not do anything, no worries. Playing Hades. Hades is going to be able to win these late games. But that does... just because one god is better than another god on paper in the late game doesn't mean that it's doesn't mean that one god is going to be able to win by itself, in of itself, just by the god. You still have to contend with the fact that ChronoJJ is a late game genius. As now we also see Sultan 4 Boatsaw coming through for Miracle, Irrigation coming through for ChronoJJ, and we do indeed see the Underworld coming in onto this location to stop the settlement from coming up. Miracle does manage to stop that town center from going up for quite some time there. It looks like he's getting distracted here by his Twitch chat as his villagers don't run back home. But Miracle going to be getting himself his 3rd town center. He's in position to take this town center as well. And ChronoJJ has found himself hitting a little bit of a problem here as the Scarab Chariot Archer is going to be looking for some raids here. Chrono's at 108 of 140 population. The units here for Miracle, I mean, the Underworld is set up. He's got the units over here. He can send them through the Underworld passage if he so chooses to put potentially a fortress up over here. Wouldn't be a bad shout. We do see Chrono trying to put barracks up over here to just see what's happening. Meanwhile, the units are getting some raids in the main base, as we do see them checking out on this location as well. For the most part, Miracle's main base is very, very secure here, as we see Migdal Stronghold coming up for ChronoJJ. One of the big advantages that Chrono has here at this point is that he's got 140 population on 2 town centers because of the Citadel Center. If he also gets himself fortified town centers, he's actually in front of Miracle's 3 town centers by being on 2 town centers. So he shouldn't care that much for the moment. But Miracle here, he's going Mythic Age. I told a lie. He's getting heavy archers and heavy cavalry. He had the resources for Mythic Age, but decided, I don't have a market yet, so let me get my upgrades. Fair and reasonable, as we're starting to see some stables coming up around this town center. Securing this town center for Miracle is going to be a very big help. We also see a Monument to the Soldiers being built in a very, very dodgy place and being punished by Miracle there as the villagers getting pushed back into the town center. Units trying to push forward here as well. As the army of Miracle trying to break through these Hippocon here. Heavy Hippocon getting taken down very, very nicely here with those cavalry. Raw cavalry, very, very good against pretty much everything. But you do want to get the upgrades as fast as you possibly can. But here's the thing. Miracle going Hephaestus so much earlier than ChronoJJ getting any of his own armory upgrades means if Miracle has the economy, which doesn't quite have his full 80 villages, but shouldn't matter too much. We do see the raids coming onto the town center yet again. Miracle is finding himself in a very, very familiar position as we see the Achilles coming over here to try and deal with this. There's no side build set up by ChronoJJ at this time. All the walls are up as well, so it's going to be kind of tough for him to break through here and drop some random siege towers to kind of make some problems. He can just push through this house and then try and do that if he so chooses, as the Scarab does get taken down. The town center is going to be living there on that location for quite some time. As Chrono pulls back, we are seeing this Underworld passage getting taken down here as well. As Horus now coming through for Chrono. I'm surprised to see the Horus, but Kronos might be thinking, ChronoJJ might be thinking here to drop the Tornado onto the Underworld and just clear this town center up. If he can clear the town center up, he'll be able to be up 10 population and maybe still be able to deal with the late game with the Hades, even though he's not Osiris here. Sapphires is about to pop. Fortified town centers, Carpenters coming through as well for Miracle. Miracle has lost some houses on this position as the siege tower is coming through. No ram of the West Wind in, as rain getting dropped down to block the Plenty Vault. Nice play by Chrono, slowing that down by an entire minute there. This rain timing here actually makes Miracle lose around about 600. 600? Yeah, 600 resources. Because Plenty Vault gets about 600 resources every minute. True story. As the siege tower is now coming in onto the fortified town center over here, attempting to take this one out. Miracle, he is paying attention. 3 siege towers. This is so many resources to devote to this. Chrono is taking good control of this, good care of those siege towers. Those villagers are chasing way too long, as we're now starting to see Miracle pushing through the Migdol stronghold over here. ChronoJJ's Migdol will be most likely meeting its demise at this position. Miracle's just like, yeah, I'm just going to chase this. It's Kingdom Come. As Plenty Vault does come down. Armory upgrades starting to come through for Miracle, as Chrono will start being in a very difficult position if he doesn't start getting his own upgrades out. Has he used his Tornado yet? No, holding on to that Tornado. Chrono could try for a Titan here. Titan not the best of ideas versus a Hades player, because he can just kind of defend it with everything else. But we do see the Catapult coming in, trying to deal with this Underworld passage. Villagers coming through here. Miracle can very simply try and grab this town center for himself. We see the Tornado coming through as Chrono says, enough is enough. I don't want to deal with this anymore. But the Tornado going very far away from that Underworld passage. Come back, Tornado. Come back, move back, help out of this position. Oh, okay, it goes down. Takes the Underworld down. Maybe even another stable might fall here as well. Now Chrono's going to have to deal with this. He does have his Avenger out. That should be able to easily clean up the majority of these units here. There's the heavy cavalry coming in. Siege works, does get taken out on that position. And now we see Miracle sneaks through with the villagers as a fortress going to be coming up. Will ChronoJJ be able to notice this at this point or not? It can be kind of difficult to kind of notice all of the stuff going on in the game. As bronze weapons, bronze mail, burning pitch coming through. The Colossus starting to break through. We see greatest of the 50 plus heavy spearmen coming in as Chrono wants to start the spearmen up. And we do indeed see this fortress is getting closer and closer to finishing. I mean, Chrono could see this, but had Miracle moved further into this corner to drop the fortress first, he would have been very, very safe here. And now Chrono has to figure out how he's going to deal with that side build. As we do indeed see some villagers, they've seen this, and we see the ChronoJJ trade route just getting deleted there and restarting it elsewhere for the time being before he's going to have to come over and deal with this. More towers coming up. Or more towers. We're starting the towers coming up in this position here. Is the cow still in the corner? Yes, they are. The great cow steal of 2023 has not commenced. You could easily take that back home if you wanted to. There's the fortress now coming up for Miracle on the front as well. Eating the gold mine, getting his Colossus back up to full HP. Looking at the upgrades, full bronze for Miracle. Whereas ChronoJJ, not a single armory upgrade in sight. Now, some of this comes down to Egyptian shenanigans, with Egyptians having a little bit less resources. And other things come down to ChronoJJ spending resources trying to kill town centers with siege towers and not being able to get value with that. Lots of, and just in general, like, not having the best trades thus far in this game. So Miracle's in a very, very good position here. As you see the Colossus over here getting sniped down. Pharaoh also getting sniped down by those Toxotes over here. Iron shields, iron mail, iron weapons. It's going to be a very difficult position right now for ChronoJJ to come in. The thing here is that with Chrono having greater to the 50, it doesn't matter that he doesn't have armor upgrades. These spearmen are dealing how much damage? It's plus 100% damage to cavalry, which is effectively like having 10 bronze, 10 weapon upgrades worth of armor onto these Hippocons. So what Miracle needs to do is transition away from cavalry into infantry here. Very simple transition. We will be seeing the Heliopolis getting sniped down there as the spearmen coming through trying to deal with this. We've got Heliopolis rolling out of the fortress here. We've also got the burning pitches in to defend these towers nicely. Gastrophetes trying to break through the fortified town center on this location as well. As the villagers repairing the town center up as fast as he possibly can. But it looks like potentially here Miracle is just going to be able to take the town center now. It's going to be really close, especially if you can just swipe that priest for half a second, but not quite able to. The town center getting closer and closer to falling. We do see the Chariotards just trying to focus down the Gastrophetes here, and the town center looks like it will be held onto. But Heliopolis coming through here to start taking the town center down. I mean, right now, Miracle is not creating the right units for this situation. He needs to have Toxotes or towers and infantry units here to deal with what ChronoJJ is doing. As the town center here still getting closer and closer to getting taken down as the priest gets pulled off of the town center. The Pharaoh coming onto it, start getting damaged. You can literally just use the Gastrophede here to target the Pharaoh as well to take this one down. But will it matter or not as more Gastrophede coming in for Miracle? And the town center, after all is said and done, does end up falling there. And Miracle has got a very, very large advantage right now. The problem is that ChronoJJ will slowly but surely be able to catch up on tech here. And if Miracle doesn't move into a more useful army composition, he might find himself getting pushed back here. Meanwhile, we do see the Spearman pushing back over here as the Catapult manages to clean this entire side build up. And in a way, this side build did great damage and has allowed Miracle to push through here. But in another way, ChronoJJ has managed to find a lot of value out of cleaning this side build up. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, side builds are great and you have to do them, but you also have to do them in the right way. You have to make sure that you're set up on those positions to defend them nicely. You can't just go one fortress and towers and not have stable setup to make cavalry to deal with a single catapult. Otherwise, it all just gets cleaned up and you're very sad after all is said and done. As Miracle now floating tons of resources. Draft horses was coming in. Did it end up coming through? No. Draft horses actually, I think it affects the Gastrophetes. Because they're technically, I think they're siege units. I could be wrong. I'll have to wait and see if Miracle ever upgrades it to let you know if it actually applies to them or not. But Miracle's still able to push forward. One thing that Miracle might want to do here with all the resources he's got in the bank is just send some villagers forward to drop some towers down, buy some wood here, and start securing this location. So now ChronoJJ's got himself champion spearman here. It's now the spearmen pushing through to start taking down those Gastrophetes, the Hippocon here. They're just useless, really, against the spearmen. But those Gastrophetes, they actually do a decent amount of damage to the spearmen. Now, they're not as good as a Toxote, but they deal more damage, more DPS than a Toxote. They have more population, so you get less overall DPS. If that makes any sense. At any rate, here, if Miracle gets this town center up, ChronoJJ is going to start becoming going to be in a very, very difficult position here. But it looks like Miracle's town center might get stopped by those spearmen for a little while here. As what else is Chrono trying to do? And in classic ChronoJJ fashion, side siege works coming through. And he's going to be trying to set up some sort of catapult shenanigans. The Lion says, no, we got to support the Hades cause here. As one villager goes down and the other one is going to start going down as well. I'm pretty sure this villager wins this fight with Skin of the Rhino. Or not really. Like the Rhino skin's not enough. Unless you micro the villager. Which Chrono's not doing. But catapult now coming through here. See how Miracle with infinite resources in the bank here. Must be nice having infinite resources. So if you ever find yourself, as a general rule here, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever find yourself floating a billion resources in the late game and you've got no upgrades left to grab, what you want to do is you want to start trimming villages. And there's this kind of like ebb and flow between having around about 80 villages and having 40 villages that you can kind of justify. Right now, Miracle's got 78 plus 23 plus 6, so around about 110 villages. So he could definitely take that number down to about 60 at this point. And be in a fantastic position. So we see one catapult coming through here. He's got to clean that tower up and then put some walls up here to cause some problems for Miracle. We'll see if that's the case. As Miracle now gets the town center up, Miracle is in a fantastic position at this point. Is the house going down over here as well? Catapults rolling back in here. Heliopoli going to try and take down these buildings and everything else. ChronoJJ doing his best effort to hold on here. ChronoJJ is a man of morals, a man of values, and a man of sheer will. He will never tap out. He will never surrender until it is time to tap out and surrender. If there is a will, there is a way. And add any other inspirational quote you might want and attach it to ChronoJJ. But you see so many towers up here for Miracle. That's a lot of resources spent on that position. Whereas now, look at this. Catapults in range. Boom, boom, boom. And Miracle is like Miracle's tapped out here. He doesn't care. He thinks he's won the game. But little does he know, ChronoJJ is a madman. And he will be taking your town center down. The difference here... Now, while Miracle, obviously, he's got a population advantage. The difference here between a normal game and a game versus a segment Ra player is that the segment Ra player is only 30 population behind you when they're on 2 town centers. So if you can kill one of the town centers as the Ra player, you go from only being 30 population behind to only 10 population behind. So it starts becoming a very winnable battle here. It also really, really helps that your opponent might not have... We do see some villagers trying to make their way through here, but ChronoJJ saying, no, not today, sir. It does help if your opponent has got 110 population of villagers, which means you can have less. Not that ChronoJJ does here, but you could have less and still be in a same military position. Oh my god, these villagers are going to get absolutely the guard towers do so much damage as Miracle brings his Heliopolis back into the tower defense area. Honestly, ChronoJJ should be happy to lose those villagers, though. He needs to open up some population for himself. As the catapults do manage to make their way through this spot here, as they're going to be taking down the guard towers over here as well, as the Migdol stronghold will end up becoming finished here. As the towers on this location, Hades towers or anything, doesn't matter, architects, anything, they're going to get taken down very, very fast by these catapults. They've also got the stones of red linen, which I'm not sure what red linen stones would exactly do to the catapult thing, but I guess increasing damage and HP. No, just damage. Red linen. See, if you attach red linen to your boulders, you will deal more damage. That's how it works. But if we get really, really intricate with the... with the upgrade names and start trying to work out exactly how they work, I think we're going to go insane. Anyways, Miracle here is still going in with Gastrophedes, still trying to make those work, when in reality, the unit that Miracle should be using here is infantry and Heliopoli, or infantry and Petropolis. Still hasn't kind of worked that one out here in this game, as the villagers of Miracle trying to put the town center up in the face of ChronoJJ, but ChronoJJ is on the front end. More Migdol strongholds coming in onto this position. More military buildings coming through here as well, as the villagers do manage to snipe a couple of catapults there, but I mean, there's just not much you can do here. And ChronoJJ is inches away from being able to steal the Plentyvault away from Miracle as well. Miracle does have an excessive amount of food in the bank. He has taken most of the villagers off of food. In fact, it looks like he's taken all of the villagers off of food here. A couple of idle villages over here with one gold mine kind of left on the map. 2 gold mines left on the map. 3 gold mines left on the map, as the towers do get prevented yet again here. Miracle trying to push through, trying to take that fortress down as well. And ChronoJJ is just like, look, I don't even need upgrades. Why would I need upgrades when I can, like, armor upgrades don't matter because they don't affect my catapults, my siege. Why would I get upgrades? I can just get siege. Surely it increases their aerodynamics, and upon them are written clever things like catch. That's hilarious. The red linen cloth, that is, right? Now Chrono can start making his way in to try and take this Plentyvault. He's grabbing the town center for himself. Miracle, what is he doing? What has happened? Miracle's like, where's my army? I don't know where my army is. I've got 120 villages, but I don't know where my army is. And now ChronoJJ gets the Plentyvault. His income is skyrocketing. I mean, ChronoJJ's also got 40 camel caravans, so I mean, he's no better. These guys they're no better than each other. They're both as bad as each other. Random lumber camp getting set up to try and path block over here, it seems, as the Pharaoh will get sniped down as Miracle pushes through here to get some good damage done. As the villagers coming through here, going to try and get some towers put up. Do we see crenellations here? Yes, we do. And draft horses will finally come through. And we'll see if these Gastrophetes get a speed boost here. I think they do. Bang. Upgraded. Now. Okay, they don't get a speed boost. All right, I was wrong. I will admit I was wrong. This Miracle still trying to take this town center down with the Gastrophetes. One Pharaoh empowering this makes so much of a difference. Now, the big difference between having a Gastrophetes out and, say, having a Petropolis out to take down a town center of an Egyptian player is that you can take one Gastrophete and target the enemy hero. And that is very big value. But Miracle doesn't do that there. He has managed to prevent the town center over here from going up for Chrono, as Chrono's still trying to set this up over here. And we got more fortresses coming down for Miracle here to try and take this town center down as the spin. ChronoJJ builds mercenary, ladies and gentlemen. He gets the zebra. He finds the zebra. He tames them. He only builds 4, though. A man of morals. A man of sheer will. Whatever happens right now, Chrono is going to feel bad. He's definitely going to have to be thinking about his actions. We're going to have to send him to the naughty corner. He's reneged. We do see some villagers. ChronoJJ sneaking all over the map. Why not? This is the perfect time. Get those siege works, get it built up over here. Start attacking the hometown center. I mean, ChronoJJ's already done nearly half damage to this fortified town center as the villagers do manage to take that location down again. As Chrono here is managing to do so much, gets so much value. Oh! They're back. The mercenary are back. Chrono is utilizing the priest here on the market. Now, a priest on the market is worth 15%, I believe, in terms of gather rates. Yes, 15%, whereas a pharaoh, a raw pharaoh was worth 25%, I believe. So it is much, much better to put the pharaoh on the trade route, especially when you have 45 camel caravans. You could effectively cut that down by 10%, which would be have 4 more population elsewhere if you put the pharaoh on the market than the priests. But then again, maybe having the pharaoh on the front to get this town center up would be worth more. So we do see the Miracle Toxotes coming through to try and take out the pharaoh over here. As walls getting set up here by Chrono to try and stop the trade route. Very sneaky. He's managed to come through here, but the wall has not completed just yet. The donkey caravan's coming through, and we finally see the wall looks like it has been completed on this location as Miracle's trade route has been stopped. Miracle does still have 1,500 gold left in the bank, so I mean, you can put the effort into defending that one over there or starting the trade route elsewhere. He's got kind of this location over here that he could trade from there to the Ford Town Center, which would probably be good enough here. As the ChronoJJ catapult finishes the hometown center of Miracle. How has he managed to do this? Up at one point, Miracle was up by 30 population in this game. And Chrono just says, it doesn't matter. I'm ChronoJJ. Hear me roar. I will take your town centers down and you will be sad about it. As we do see the town center on the front here attempting to go up. We'll see if Chrono can get himself out a siege weapon here as well to deal with this, but it's not happening here as the Hades Shades coming through to help bolster the army of the Hades, trying to take out all of ChronoJJ's forward buildings here. Meanwhile, ChronoJJ says, look, I take out your hometown center, I take out your front town center, we take out this town center over here as well. There's a lot of towers to take down over here, but the catapults are fit for the job. And not only that, why not put some catapults into this location? Why not? Do we see a market get set up somewhere? Oh, no. Just this town center, my friend, come here. So the catapults are going after the front town center here. Miracle has still got 60 villages in the bank here, 20 donkey caravans, 6 fishing ships. So, I mean, 140 population with 86 villages. It's just too many villages and so many resources here. Just, I don't know, delete these fishing ships to start with because they're slightly inefficient, or build docks on them and delete some other villages. The catapult's coming back in here to stop, put a stop to everything happening. We do see the hometown center of Miracle attempting to get rebuilt as there's no catapults into position to stop that one from going up there. And Miracle now down to 120 population. ChronoJJ has got all of the advantage here in this game. The question is, can he stop this hometown center from going back up or not? As the fortress over here will be going down. The Migdol's getting taken down on this position as well. This town center here, it's going to be a tough one to keep it from going back up with 20 villages and a butt ton of towers there, but see if Kronos going to be able to do it. There's more spearmen coming out. How are the armory upgrades looking? Yep, still struggling on the armory upgrades. 36 minutes into the game. Very difficult. So you do see Miracle pulling back over here, grabbing the guard towers and everything else. ChronoJJ will be finishing off these archer ranges, everything else here. As this siege works is up. Will Chrono try and get a little bit closer with siege works to try and continue putting pressure onto this town center or not is the big question here. As you do indeed see the guard tower getting taken down. The villagers retreating into the main base here for ChronoJJ. We'll see how things are going to go here. There's more mercenary coming through. Some walls coming up to try and deny the town center. Miracle gets his town center back up, and he is back to 3 town centers. ChronoJJ has lost a lot of his presence on this position as well. He's still building camel caravans. Okay, you can stop the camel caravans now. You've got 109 villager count with 150 population total. Just, you don't need more. It's all good. It's all good. Put a pharaoh over there. Put a pharaoh on the market, please. Please. So Watchtower's trying to defend here. Chrono also doesn't have himself guard towers here, which would be a huge, huge advantage or help. As we see Miracle now starting to push through with a handful of Heliopolis to take out this town center. Mercenary getting built yet again for ChronoJJ. He wants this win. He sees the win in his sights. As the catapult coming back over here, taking the hometown center down. Yet again, will it be enough is the big question. As the Hippocon are through to get the damage done. Town center one boulder away from falling or not. We'll have to wait and see as it barely stays alive with just over 200 HP. As more catapult coming in onto this location to try and take that town center down. The Hippocon are in position to defend this one though. As ChronoJJ has, for the second time in this game, managed to get to 3 town centers, but this time he is set up, raring to go with his 3 town centers. Nearly 60 camel caravans here in this game. How many camel caravans do you want, ChronoJJ? Yes, I don't think this is the record, funnily enough. I don't think this is the record for camel caravans. Was there a game we saw in the qualifiers where we had 85 camel caravans? Someone remind me. Pretty sure. We'll see if ChronoJJ can make his way up and get the award for most caravans built. Is 80 max? I don't know. Funnily enough, at this point, the extra camel caravans are probably helping him out here. Thank you for the prime side trick. I don't know how to say your name. Apologies for butchering it, but welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here. Thanks for coming and saying g'day. As the fortified town center, still 1,000 HP remaining, still with tons of villagers repairing this one here. As Miracle, he just cannot, I mean, all Miracle is doing right now seems to be defense. He's trying to push through here. He's not making a lot of progress on this location here, but it seems to me Miracle's just defending at this point. So where's the trade route at? Oh, he's gone over here. If ChronoJJ notices this, he can start putting some towers on this position. But here's the thing. If all you do is defend, what ends up happening is your opponent is going to get closer and closer to you with buildings, putting towers down, Migdol strongholds, etc., pushing in onto the town center. So you can't just do that. At least I want to see this. Is this chariot archer? That one chariot archer's been killing a storehouse for 10 minutes. It's that chariot archer. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes. I don't know where else there's a chariot archer on the map. Anyways. The Miracle's still attempting to break through on this location. More mercenary cavalry coming out here for ChronoJJ. Town center back to full HP. Chrono moving forward with the catapult here. I mean, he really needs to put some walls up or something. This is... Put a wall up here. Put a wall up on the thing and set yourself up to take down these towers. You'll be in a good position. Meanwhile, Miracle on the other hand here. Some of these towers on the back probably do with being deleted and getting placed on the front here. Wouldn't be a bad idea as the fortress. It's going to get taken out here as the Hades Shade comes in and finishes it off, but just barely staying alive there. There's another catapult going to be rolling in to finish that fortress off, or try to at the very least. Chrono comes in yet again, takes out the market. That'll put a stop to the trade route to some degree here. I mean, there's still the market over here, but these donkey caravans are not getting very much trade at all. They can go to the front of the map, which isn't a bad idea. But going in between this town center and that one. 13 gold a trip. Not the best. As the catapults yet again rolling in to take down that hometown center. Just imagine some walls here. Go a very long way. So the mercenary coming forward to take down the Achilles here. But these towers, they do a lot of damage to the mercenary. You see how fast they take them down. And if a couple of them are here, then they are so very strong as the villagers trying to shank down the catapults here. ChronoJJ, 64 villagers. 66 camel caravans, and he is still building them. Why not? Why not? So catapult will end up getting taken down over there. More catapults going down. Has some more towers coming up here for Miracle as well, as he's trying. And he's just trying to break through here, and he's doing the right things now, but I just think he's got too many villagers still. And now he's actually increased the donkey caravans because his trade route's gotten worse, so it's actually still fine. If these donkey caravans, 49 gold versus 57 gold, pretty close, honestly. It's not that bad. It's not that bad of a deal. So now we see some walls up for Chrono. You can actually take out the dock. But Miracle says, in this moment, I'm going to make some juggernauts. The thing about juggernauts are, if you get out a catapult, they take the juggernaut down much faster than the juggernaut takes the buildings down. Wait, how are the upgrades looking for Chrono? Where's flood control, my friend? Naval Locks abilities almost in for Miracle, as he's just going to use this one juggernaut to try and take these siege works down. It's not a bad idea. And right now in chat, for those of you guys wondering, ChronoJJ is cursing the market auto queue. This is why auto queue is bad, ladies and gentlemen. You should never use it because it makes you build 70 camel caravans. That being said, there is got to be an award for most caravans built in one game. We're going to have to come up with this. As Chrono loses his talent. Oh, no. Oh, he was set up. He was in a good position, but the Gashaphides pop out. The Heliopolis pops out. And what else is Chrono able to do right now? Apart from build camel caravans. Oh, my God. He's going to try this. I don't even know how you go about doing this. I guess you utilize the idle villager number. You can send them up to here. A market over here up to this Ford town center seems really good. And now ChronoJJ is going to be sending his camel caravans to death here. As Miracle might try and just grab this town center in the face of Chrono. Will he be able to do it or not is the big question. Meanwhile, Chrono has managed to secure this plenty vault though. So that's a big win for him. And it looks like Chrono, he doesn't even care. He's like, yeah, take my camel caravans. take them. I don't need them anymore. You took my town center, you taking my life. Miracle's going to be getting the town center up though. This Miracle is up to 3 town centers, but he loses this one. He loses this one. How did he lose it? I didn't see it. ChronoJJ kills off another town center here, ladies and gentlemen. I won't know how. Miracle has got like 11 villages on the town center and still manages to go down. I don't even understand. Miracle's kind of got some idle donkey caravans he needs to get sorted out there as well. ChronoJJ's catapult does end up getting taken down over there. And some towers on the front here. What else can ChronoJJ do here? There's still we still haven't seen Titans here in this game. What should Miracle do? I think Miracle's doing it. He just needs to keep his town centers alive and kill ChronoJJ's town centers. Every town center he kills is less trade route. And we do indeed see Chrono starting to send some of those camel caravans up to the top towns, and we'll see how much gold they're going to be getting momentarily here. As the catapults are able to take this town center down as well. The Heliopolis or Heliopoli rolling through 40 gold going into that market for the time being. The Heliopoli do manage to deal with those catapult there. I feel like I've got to be more active than these guys. And we see Chrono returns back onto this position. 4 catapults. Clicks on the very back. That farm was annoying everyone here. The tower's getting taken down. Chrono trying to break through. He's got lots of wood in the bank right now. No gold for the time being. This town center here. There's so many catapults. ChronoJJ is making a case for late game is, well, why build units when you can just build catapults? That's the question. I mean, he does have a handful of spearmen, but why build them? As another town center about to go down here for Miracle is he cannot defend on this location here. He's got all of his units on the front here. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, Miracle's at 150 villages. Is that right? Am I reading that right? No. 120. 130-ish villages right now. 130 villages with 160 population. No wonder you can't deal with the catapults. Oh, dear. There's like a... Chrono is literally... I reckon Chrono's probably got himself about 20 to 30 siege works in this game. As the villagers sneaking through here, we do see some barracks getting dropped here. Chrono's attempting to build some spearmen around this location to deal with these villagers. They've snuck in. But what can they do here is the big question. Walls get set up. We do see some mercenary cavalry desperately coming over here. Champion spearmen coming out to try and deal with those villagers. Got to get those walls down fast. Oh, hometown center is down. Market getting taken down over there. I mean, Miracle is still 3 town centers, so villagers coming in to try. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. All the catapults getting taken out yet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 catapults is 2,400 resources, and they all go down in an instant there. As ChronoJJ, 48 minutes, 45 seconds, getting himself his first iron upgrade. Boom. He's about to be iron shields here, ladies and gentlemen. Living the dream. Meanwhile, Stray Fortress coming up in the corner of the map. We did see Apollo, so no speedy building villages here. as the spearmen will come through and shank down, or I should say poke down, those villagers. As this fortress is not going up, ends up getting denied there, but there is a nice distraction there for Miracle to kind of set up, or at least try and defend over here. But look at this. The guard tower is now out for Chrono. He's got himself Masons. He's got himself Crenellations here. I wouldn't be surprised if Chrono can grab this town center for himself here in this game. As the towers just continuing to pile up. How much longer can this game last is the big question. Oh dear. Oh dear. And everyone trying to break through on this location as best as they possibly can. Towers coming up over here. And I mean, Miracle needs to put something in here. Okay, here he goes. He needs to get some buildings in here to try and push this back and hold on to this location. Temple, barracks, towers, everything going up. Brutal situation here for Miracle. But Miracle, his other option, really. The other option for Miracle is to just ignore this town center, or this area here. Defend this town center. You can actually put the market up here and have a beautiful trade route going from one point to the other. And just push through ChronoJJ here to try and like basically push and secure locations faster than ChronoJJ can secure them. In a way. As Chrono is just fully set up here as well as the store, as the Heliopoli trying to break through here. This town center is also very, very open. As we're still waiting for Chrono to get some more of those beautiful catapults out. The towers are up everywhere. Ballistus towers coming through. Iron weapons, fortified walls coming through. Chrono will be getting his way to the late game if it kills him. As unfortunately, ChronoJJ not going to be making his way to the most camel caravans built in a tournament game, but he was close. He was close. So Kronos almost taking down the fortress. More siege, more catapult for Chrono. Oh dear. Oh dear. It kind of looks like Miracle's just hit a wall here. He's got 160 population. He should have plenty of units out. He's got no resources. He's lost all his farms. You have to remember that. But he can just buy... He can buy food here. He actually doesn't need farms. He can just buy food. He's got plenty of gold. You see Chrono now. His plan is to grab the town center. The catapult coming into this position to try and take down the fortress over here is the East Hippocon. And not long for this world underneath the Bowser Towers. He does spot the priest there to snipe that one and slow the town center from going up too fast. Nice snipe there from the Hippocon, but the Hippocon will fall after that. There, the fortress does end up falling. Trying to get some catapult out here to deal with this. This Miracle is slowly inching closer to taking all these buildings down. So many siege works here for ChronoJJ. As his town center almost up on this position, as Miracle is just... He cannot hold on here. He just can't hold on now. Chrono's got this town center. He's pushed through. He's yet again equalized. Yet again. He's now he's up. He's taken houses down as well, right? He's up 20 population instead of just 10. As the catapult are now going to be rolling in to take down Miracle's town center over here. There's barely any buildings here. What else can Miracle do? He's trying to get some Colossus out here to break through. I mean... To be honest, that's very true. This is a very strange game because Miracle is Hephaestus. ChronoJJ is a Horus Ra, which means he's got no answer to Colossus, but Miracle hasn't built a single Colossus in this game. Yeah, he's got 170. Wait, I missed it. I'm sorry, there's too much going on. Miracle takes down a town center. He does have population somewhere. Meanwhile, this town center goes down as well. What a fiesta this game is. What an absolute fiesta this game is. I don't know what else to say. I don't even know if I can anymore. Can we just call it a draw? Can we just call it a draw and go next? Looks like Miracle's forward town center getting closer and closer to falling here. He has to put some effort into repairing that one back up. Still no Colossus coming out. This town center over here getting shot back up with a handful of villagers. There's the spearmen coming over to check what's going on there. One catapult going to be enough to roll over there and destroy that. This Miracle's forward fortress going to be getting taken down. So I'm trying to get some spearmen. Look at all the spearmen queued up here, Chrono. What's happening there? Villagers getting taken out on this position as Miracle's trying to set up some walls here to start attacking this town center. Kronos' trade route's actually been hurt quite badly by losing this town center here. Will Krono be able to grab this town center, though, is the big question. After all is said and done, he is building villagers out of that forward town center there to help him out. So, in terms of things that ChronoJJ auto-queues, he doesn't auto-queue spearmen in the late game. This is something you can learn for yourself. Because if you want to play like ChronoJJ and think like ChronoJJ, the building you auto-queue is not the barracks. I mean, it's obviously the market, so you get 80 camel caravans. But it's not the barracks. It's not the Migdol stronghold. The siege works. Auto-queue the siege works and win. It's always the game plan. As you do see this market getting denied on this position over here. As more houses going down. Miracle is at 110 of 110 population for the moment. As we do see the town center here getting shot up as the Gastrofeed is getting taken out on this position. Villagers going to be attempting to get taken down. Unfortunately for ChronoJJ, he doesn't actually finish off that Gastrofeed, but I think the town center is going to go up nonetheless. With that many villagers building it, it's going to be a slow process. As Zipicon does break through here, might be able to get onto the villagers here, but if the Gastrofeed gets sniped down, the town center will end up going up as he manages that one up. ChronoJJ is now at 3 town centers yet again here, and he can start thinking about grabbing this one for himself as Miracle is just not figuring out how he can finish ChronoJJ off, as ChronoJJ's scrappy play is too much to deal with. The villagers making the slow trek over to potentially grab this town center for himself. And will we see like a full base trade here in a way? I mean, Miracle, if he wants, he can just break through this and kill the Citadel Center. I think that's actually the best call, because if he kills the Citadel Center off, that's 10 less population for Chrono. As Chrono moves his villagers forward, he's got his eyes set on this town center. There's nothing in this location for him to use here. It's the Donkey Caravans still trading quite nicely here, even after all of their getting set down. Chrono about to be 4 town centers for the first time in this game. His town center over here, however, lots of pressure being put onto it. No villagers on this position right now to defend it. As the Spearmen coming through to deal with the Gastrofeed, you have to remember the Spearmen get a bonus versus a siege. I don't think that applies to the Gastrofeed, though. They will be able to take down the Heliopolis very, very quickly. And they have decent survivability against guard towers with 47% pierce armor, having that leather shield. Where is it? Leather frame shield plus the iron shields. We also have the Spear of the Horizon there. They've got tons of HP to boot. Now, Chrono, 4 town centers. The Spearmen spewing out here from those barracks to deal with all of this. He's got this town center set up, and now the catapult moving in to take down Miracle's town center on this location as well. As the catapult will be able to kill off the fortress here. We will see the Migdol stronghold coming up on this position as well, as the Heliopoli rolling through to try and take down this position. But is it too little? Too late. We also see the dot getting taken down by 1 spearman here. It's going to take a while to kill it off, but it will do some significant damage to Miracle's food economy. 6 villagers getting made redundant there. As Miracle now, 112 population remaining. And no idea how to continue. He's got no wood left on the map either. No wood that he can actually chop down because he's chopped it all. No, there's wood in the bottom corner here. I told a lie. There's still a little bit of wood left. As ChronoJJ's got the spearman out. He's taken the fortress down. He can actually drop a wonder now if he wants to. Meanwhile, we do see some villagers have managed to find their way into the trade route of ChronoJJ as he does try and drop another fortress down on that position. The catapult's still breaking things down. The spearman able to clean everything up over here as well. Miracle's still building cavalry in the late game here. It's not right. I mean, we've been saying infantry for the past 45 minutes. Oh dear. Catapults now going after the town center. And if Miracle loses this town center, I don't know if there's any chance. ChronoJJ got to be careful about running his spearman and to just get absolutely melted by these 15.2 damage. Double times 2 guard towers. So the town center will end up falling. The fortress over on this position does end up coming up. As Chrono manages to deal with this, the catapult's taking everything out here. More barracks coming up on this position for Chrono. Anything else happening here? No. 59 minutes, 15 seconds into this game. Miracle with 1 town center left decides to tap out. And ChronoJJ is crowned the victor of this series. And in the end, I think we all agree that no one deserved to win this game. Everybody, having watched this game, is now stupider. What's the quote from that movie? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Will this tell us how many catapults ChronoJJ built, or will it just be spearmen? Nearly 400 spearmen here. Probably close to 400 catapults were built in this game. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider the follow on the Twitch, if on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. My name's Boit, and I'm dead. And I'll see you later.